Alright, so you want to be a truck driver. But before I get started talking about that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll always get notified when I get a new video. This is not a self-help program. I'm just going to tell you a lot of things that nobody else is going to tell you that you'd have to learn on your own if I didn't tell you. And I'm by no means am I saying I'm an expert at anything. I know how to screw everything up. I know I screw a lot of things up. Marriages, been married 4 times. Trucking might have a little bit to do with it, but maybe being a man about town had a lot to do with it. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend, tell a relative, tell a stranger, tell somebody. I'm gonna try to get 20,000 followers. I'm not trying to get rich. I just like to get a little money for all my time and all my expertise. I'm gonna shoot your way. So anyway, I'm about 260 miles north of where I was when I made the last video, which was yesterday evening. I should have been about 700 miles. Broke down, had a idle pulley break on me. Bearings went out in it. So through my what they call serpentine, alternator belt, fan belt, whatever you want to call it. On a car it'd be an alternator belt. On a big truck, I don't really know what the hell, it's just a belt. But anyway, was lucky enough that there was an O'Reilly's. Shout out to O'Reilly's, and I forgot where it was, somewhere in Virginia. But anyway, shout out to O'Reilly's for helping me out with that. Most auto parts places won't help you out with when it comes to big trucks. You say, you know, it goes on a big truck. Well, you mean a big truck, 4-wheel drive? No, I mean a big truck. I'm not talking about a 4-wheel drive jacked up. I'm talking about 18-wheeler truck. Oh, well, we don't carry that kind of stuff. I had a guy tell me one time, oh, only biggest boats we carry is just 3/4 of an inch. Well, you a lying son of a bitch. I had one in my hand. It was 1 inch and 7/8. So they decided to put that down. I said, okay, I appreciate your help, buddy, and left. But anyway, so broke down. It was about 1/10 of a mile from the O'Reilly's. Walked down there, got a new pulley, which was 2 inches shorter than the old one. Thought, well, that's not going to be any problem. I can just put a smaller belt on there. Walked all the way back to the truck, put the new pulley on there. Of course, the old belt it was too big. Walked back to O'Reilly's and got a belt that was 2 inches shorter instead of one that was 1 inch shorter. And messed with it for about 2 hours trying to get it to go on. Never would go on. Went on down the road. The belt I put on it's working. It's not working that great. No air conditioning. Because I turn the air on and start squealing like a pig. I'm afraid it's going to come flying off, and here I am. It's after midnight, and I'm in, by God, West Virginia, home of Jessica White, Dancing Outlaw. Well, if you want to see how far you can actually interbreed, you need to watch anything to do with the whites. Not all of them, but some of them. But anyway, they should have stopped. You know, it's second cousin. I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh yeah, about breaking down. Now, the plus and minus is breaking down. As a company driver, you just pick up the phone or on your computer, send them a message, let them know you broke down. They'll send somebody out there. They take care of it. All you got to do is just wait your time. They pay for it. You know, any towing bill, any mechanic work, whatever. Now, if you're an owner operator, you know, it's not so lucky. Or you can call somebody. You can call a record, and they'll tow you to the truck stop or wherever you want to take it to get it fixed. It's going to cost you between $500 and $800, and that's if it's within less than 50 miles. And then you'll have to pay a decent mechanic at some of these bigger truck stops. I'm not impressed with. I won't mention any names. I just do still buy fuel from one of them. Well, 2 of them actually. But or you can do it on the side of the road if you got the tools. If you're an owner operator, you better carry your own tools. You better carry a few little extra things. And I'm gonna tell you something about big trucks. They love starters. They love alternators. They love alternator belts or serpentine belts, whatever you gonna call them. They love little. That's what I did with it. I just had it out. I was gonna show it. Here's a belt I got. Was an inch too small. I think what I was going to show you. Well, I just had the damn thing. What I do with it? Son of a bitch. That's a 3/8 airline. I believe it's 3/8. Anyway, that's what your spring brakes. Most of the airlines run up on your truck to go back to service your spring brakes, your slide fifth wheel, your differential lock and unlock, your airbags on your tractor to raise and lower your suspension. That's what feeds to it. I always keep some of that, and some of those little quick connects work good too. I mean, that right there, I think it was $18. It was 3 feet. I think I used about 8 inches off of it. That's what she said. But anyway, the truck stop, just that right there would have cost me $75, $80 probably. That belt, this belt right here, at O'Reilly's was $55. If I'd bought it at a truck stop, it'd have been $95. So just remember, anything tears up on a truck, that's bothering me, that bag right there. I'm gonna put that down. Anyway, anything anything, it looked like I had a big old head right there. Anything tears up on a big truck, liken it to repairs on your car or your pickup truck, it's going to be 3 times as expensive, take 3 times as long, and it's going to take 3 times as many people to do it. Now, I have changed out carrier bearings on the road. I did that about 2 months ago, and that saved us about $900 in labor. Of course, it took me all day long. I was by myself, and I had to get an Uber to Lowe's to get. And I recommend this. I always have something like this in your truck. That's a side grinder, battery operated Cobalt side grinder, 20 amp, 2 batteries and a charger. And that bag, side grinder, came with 5 or 6 blades. I bought 2 blades extra. It was no, take that back. $210. That's all together. Charger, 2 batteries, side grinder, came with a bag. It didn't come with a bag. You pay $200 for a bag. But anyway, I always keep something like that. You can keep an inverter in your truck. That way, when you do need to charge something up. Luckily, that had half battery life on both the batteries, so it was plenty enough for me to use. Cut that old carrier bearing off with. What else was I gonna tell you? Anyway, if you think that you're gonna come out here and it's gonna be all fun and games, you're gonna get stopped, see everything, you're gonna take mama with you or the kids, you're gonna vacation out here and get paid to do it, you're wrong. It don't happen that way. Every once in a while, you'll run across a situation where either you were running late, didn't get to the receiver or the shipper, either one, on Friday, so you're gonna have to lay over until Monday, and you get to, might be somewhere nice where you can get out and walk around and see what's going on in the world. 95% of the time, you're gonna be stuck somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But thankfully, now they have Uber. A lot of drivers used to keep, and I do still see some with mountain bikes hooked on the back of their trucks, or 10 speeds, or even electric scooters, gas scooters, whatever. I've seen all kinds of crap. I just always chose to, either if I can't drop my trailer and drive my truck to the store, call an Uber, and that's, you know, an expense. The other day, it was about 2 months ago, it was 11 miles one way from where I was, the truck stop, to the Lowe's, and it cost me I think it was $23 round trip. Super nice lady. Of course, I tipped her, so, you know, as opposed to paying the shop $119 an hour, plus they didn't have it, and they were going to have to go get it, and they were going to charge me trans an hour there and an hour back minimum, because it was 18 miles down the road to where they needed to go get the part, but they're going to charge me for an hour there, an hour back minimum. There's $280 or $60 before they ever turn a wrench on it, just because they went and got a part for me. Well, I already had the part, and I went and got it myself. So I just got lucky. The Volvo Mac was just about a mile and a half down the road, and I stopped and got it before I got to the truck stop. But that's the drawback of being an owner-operator and being a company driver. An owner-operator, yeah, you make a whole hell of a lot more money, but you're also more responsible for, you're responsible for more than just getting in and out of the truck and making a phone call when it breaks down and putting fuel and DEF in it. The ends justify the means most of the time. Just always remember, brokers, 75% of brokers, especially if you work off a load board, are lying, thieving pieces of shit. Every single one. Well, 75% of them are lying, thieving pieces of shit. You just remember that when you're dealing with them. They're going to tell you, oh no, you can get loaded Friday afternoon. You go 200 miles up the road. They're going to wait on you. Bullshit. They tell you that because a broker gets paid as soon as that load hits your trailer. That broker gets paid for it. He don't give a flying rat's ass if you're been trying to get home, or if you're 200 miles from home or 2 miles from home. He's going to lie, cheat, and steal any way he can to get you to take that load, put it on your trailer. Because once they load on your trailer and you figure out, oh, wait a second, I should have called first to find out they're not even open. They closed. They're already closed. Too bad it's on your trailer. It's yours now, boss. I've had them tell me that one time before, and they didn't ever tell me that ever again. That load miraculously went from Chicago, Illinois, instead of to Alpharetta, Georgia, and it's supposed to be on Monday. It went to Birmingham, Alabama, and stayed until Thursday afternoon when they decided to pay attention for the weekend for holding my trailer and truck up. Plus, detention for the 3 days that I had was holding their load hostage. So a $1,800 rate turned into a $5,200 rate. They weren't happy about that. Said we'd never do business again. I said, you goddamn right about that. That's why I hit you for what I did. And I hope and pray that I got a little bit of payback for some other drivers that I know that you do that to on a daily basis. I always send emails when you're communicating with brokers or trucking companies or anything. I always do it through email if you can. Do not call them on the telephone. Do not send text messages. Do it through email. There's no way in this world they can delete that email. Oh, they delete it off their screen, but it's still on that hard drive. It's still inside that phone. It's still in a mainframe out in California, thanks to Google Earth, thanks to Google everything. Google's ass. Anyway, I'm friends with a guy in high school we called Googles. That was funny. But anyway, like and subscribe, hit the notification button, and once again, they call me the world famous front door, and I'm gone. Holla.